Hi, this is Kelly, and I'm driving my Honda Rukus, and it has bad gas in it from last year. I drained as much as I could by siphoning it with a hose, but it was pretty difficult to take off the gas line, so drain it properly. So sometimes I have to help it up the hill, but I'm trying to drive it so that I can put more good gas through the carburetor. So it'll be a miracle if I make it back without pushing it. Goes great downhill, of course. So I've seen moose here before. I've seen mule deer right here before. Right in this little open meadow from a little logging job. And right here it gets pretty steep, so I might have to help it a little bit. It's starting to run better and better though. So I took the carburetor off and cleaned it a little bit. Cleaned the spark plug, and both of them were filthy. Took the air filter off because that was filthy. And at higher altitude, I thought maybe taking the air filter off might help it a little bit. And it probably needs a carburetor adjustment for higher altitude as well. This is the road to my cabin, by the way. A lot of grouse on this road. She's running better and better by the minute. Just a few minutes ago, I couldn't make it up this kind of a grade without helping it. So, life is good. My cabin's going slow, but good. I have a terrible virus. My friend Mike had a terrible virus. My friend Rich went into diabetic seizure and coma a couple of different times. He's type 1 diabetic, and that was really scary, but we got that under control. And so we've all kind of had some sort of ailment. I also have a toe infection. Mike had a blood clot in his leg. So we fought 45-mile-an-hour winds and rain for about 4 days. And so that was pretty brutal. And we were camping at that time, just camping, and we had a kind of a camp for cooking set up under a tarp, which looked kind of like a hillbilly setup because the wind was tearing the tarps apart, and we didn't really have any one good piece of a tarp. We just had what was left of what was on top of my roof when we got here, which was torn up somewhat. So we've had better weather now. Mike went back home, and I had a couple other friends come here and there, and just for a little while, and they took off. So it's just Rich and I for a few days, and then my friend Troy, who owns Artistic Taxidermy in Idaho, he will be coming on Tuesday and staying for, I think, 5 days. And then I might be low unless one of my friends from Colorado comes and visits. Woo, I'm going downhill now. So this thing will go 35 miles an hour on flat ground, and of course much faster on a downhill, which I'm just slowing down my speed. I don't want to get hurt at all. Actually, this next curve here will be a good vantage point, though, of some of the terrain here. It's really pretty. The aspen trees have turned golden just in the last few days, and so it's a pretty sight to see for sure. And I was hoping to make it up to the Continental Divide today, but